So, how many people know parlays.com? Just show of hands. Wow, actually quite a few. I'm surprised. For the people who don't know, actually, it's an e-learning website which hosts technical presentations from DevOps, but also from many Java user groups. And we even have a few talks from last year's JavaOne hosted there as well. And the nice thing about it is that you can watch these talks. We even have a client which allows you to download the talks and then watch them offline when you're on a plane or on the toilet, or if you're on a treadmill like JavaOne likes to do. He likes to actually watch the talks while he's running on a treadmill. So that's good. The reason why I'm here is actually, we were running parlays on one Tomcat instance, and that was becoming a bit of a bottleneck. I mean, if it crashed or we had to do a new update, we had a problem. So we recently decided to actually migrate to GlassFish and actually use the clustering setup. And this is what you see actually on this slide. So we have two servers, and we have two different instances of the cluster. So what you see in the yellow is one, domain application service running the G1 and the G3 on two different servers. What is important is that we have one Apache instance on the left spreading the load balancing on those two instances. The orange ones is actually a backup load balancer. So if that one server crashes, the other machine can actually take over and start talking to G3. And then as you can see on the bottom, we actually have also a master-slave setup with the database. So if the machine on the left crashes, the right one can actually completely take over. But it's not full automated because we still would need to change the DNS pointing it to the second server. We're also using the messaging server, so that's used for the Hibernate search. So all the contents, all the presentations, including the slides, because we actually extract the text out of the slides, and you can actually search on the content of the slides, are done by Hibernate search. But we also had to cluster that one, so that's using actually the MQ product to synchronize the updates happening on the different instances. The different protocols we're using, well, we're using HTTP for the RESTful support, but we also have AMF, which is like a binary protocol used by Adobe Flex and Air, because it's an Adobe Flex Air type of front end. So that's basically the architecture. If you want more details about that, I mean, feel free to contact me. And I would also like to use the opportunity to thank JavaOne to actually assist in this setup, because he lives in Belgium, I live in Belgium, so you know, it was easy to collaborate on that. Yeah, next slide. So what worked for us? Well, the cluster does really work. That's a good thing. I mean, that was the reason why we actually migrated from Tomcat to GlassFish. So I'm very, very happy about that. I'm starting to appreciate also the power of the AES admin tool. I mean, that's really the powerful tool you want to use. And what I'm really happy about is also the version deployments. I mean, thank you, Sally. You're there. I'll buy you a beer later on. But that really worked very well. So we can nicely upgrade. So we have like this continuous delivery with Hudson and so on. We build everything gets built automatically. We do the deployment with the version, and if something does go wrong, we can always do a nicely roll back. And then of course I'm very happy with the MQ product. I mean, we have only one instance, we didn't cluster that one, but it just works. I mean, it's very lightweight, so again, I'm a very happy user, that's why I'm standing here. What didn't work? That's why I'll leave after that slide. I mean, I wasn't really too happy with the admin console. There's really some rough edges here and there. Like, for example, the virtual servers, you can't actually select it and say, well, that's now an active one because it basically resets your page. So there are some rough edges here and there. But even if you know that, you can still find your solution with the AES admin tool. I mean, I'm actually more and more using less the admin console, because again, everything can be done on the terminal level. What I really don't like, and I would really like to see that change, is the logging. These logs are very, very long. And I like to have, like with Tomcat, it's very small and can really nice to see what's happening. With GlassFish, it adds so many extra garbage that I would love to see like a syntax possibility where I can actually say, well, no, I don't want the timestamp, I don't want that, I just want this and that. And not the whole shebang where the GlassFish thread is included in that dump. That's a bit overkill. What I'm really excited about, which is missing today, is the rolling updates. So the guys from Serly, again, I mean, they're my new heroes. They're from France, a great company. They've actually done the versioning, and they're now also going to do the rolling updates. So what does that mean? I was naively hoping that if I deploy a new version, which we can deploy new versions every day, right, on a daily basis, the server actually does go down for a few minutes. And just that 2 minutes, I'm dying because people can't access the service, and I get emails and tweets and so on. So I don't want to see that happening. So what is really nice with the rolling update strategy is that you'll be able to upload a new version next to an existing one, and it will just, when the session times out, it will eventually go to the new version. At least that's my simplified hope that that's going to happen. And he's nodding, so it looks like that's going to be. So I'm really excited about that. I know he's going to talk about, people from Sully will actually do a first demo about DevOps, which is in 6 weeks' time. So you won't have to wait too long, hopefully, to get your hands on that, or on an early beta or whatever. So talk to those guys. And the last thing I would like to see is a bit more monitoring management type of dashboard. So where we can see like the memory, the CPU, the connection ports, like the full usage of what GlassFish is consuming. I mean, I'm not that low level like Johan, where he just does some kind of admin property and he knows all the threads. I would like to visually at least see that in the console, you know, some kind of JMX monitoring thing, but within the console. That would be nice. So yeah, that's it. So thank you guys. Keep it up, and yeah, thanks for your support.